summary of Daf Pevav of Bamidbar, the Maimah Hecholza. So the pasuk says Hashem commanded that the Jewish people should arm themselves to battle Midian. Now it sounds like from the pasuk that this is not just something a few individuals are involved in, but this is something that the entire Jewish people have to be involved in. And this is nikmas havai, revenge for Hashem. It sounds like Midian is the exact antithesis of Hashem, of Hashem's name Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, and all Jewish people have to be involved in fighting them. So we need to understand why. Now, it says that Torah created peace both in the upper realms and the lower realms. We'll explain in this moment what that means as well. The 7 Canaanite nations represent the 7 midas, and all of them are different negative qualities. Love and kindness in the wrong way, severity in the wrong way, mercy, victory, humility, all in the wrong way. And then you have also the 7 midas in a holy way. So they all can be transformed. Then you have the essence of impurity, the essence of evil, which is Midian. Midian is about separation and quarreling and fighting and ego. And that's really the essence. From that ego comes all the specific problems of the 7 midas. And that's why Hillel said that if you don't have Avos Yisrael, first of all, what's hateful to others don't do, and the rest is explanation, because the essence is about oneness, not separating and not fighting. And then once we have that, we can work on specifics. Now, based on this, we can understand why the first exile after Golus Bavel was only for 70 years, whereas our exile has been for over 1900 years, Golus Edom. Seemingly, Golus Bavel was there to rectify more serious sins than Golus Edom. Idolatry, murder, adultery, and other immorality, Bittul Torah, were all sins in the first place of Mikdash, whereas in the second place of Mikdash, it was just about sinas chinam. But the answer is, first of all, because when you can justify yourself, it takes longer to fix it up. Sinas chinam is a sin which can easily be justified. That the person says that I have a good reason why I hate this person because it's a bad person, etc. And therefore, it's hard to fix things up. Whereas when someone does a different sin, then they'll regret more easily and then do teshuvah. But the deeper answer is because this is the deepest sin. This is the worst sin. It's going against the idea of oneness, which is the Hashem is all about. Hashem echad, that Hashem is one. Now we said that Torah creates peace in 2 ways, both in the heavenly hosts, among the heavenly hosts, and in the lower realms as well. So this heavenly host, the higher levels refer to peace between the Yud and the Hey of Hashem's name. Yud is Chachma, and then Hey is Bina. Chachma is where you just have the spark of understanding, and then Bina all the details, and they're opposites. Torah, which comes from Chachma, brings them together. And that happens through an energy from beyond both of them, an energy from Aaron Seif. Then we have in I space explanation of the peace in the lower realms, which is that often Gvura can, with severity, can want to go out on its own path, on its own, that it shouldn't be the system within an act of kindness. So, but instead to be something for itself, and that's a problem. Gvura is good when it's used for a purpose of chesed. For example, a punishment in order to help that person grow. Whereas when Gvura is just by itself, then it's not constructive anymore. And then it's just destruction. And therefore, what we need to do is make peace between the left and the right, the left being severity and right being kindness, that the left should only be a tool used by the right, but not something separate for itself. Then in Gimel, the Alter Rebbe continues that this is not just with Hashem, peace between the Yud and the Hey, and peace within the Midas, but the same with the person, that the person has mind and heart, and they're very different. The mind is cool, and the heart is passionate and fiery. But but what we need to do is bring them together so that the passion of the heart can be used, but guided by the direction of the mind. And that's the peace in the higher realms. And similar to, yes, the pride is needed, and that's connected to heart, but it has to be guided by the humility that comes from the brain. This is also like Rotzi versus Shuv, that yes, you need passion and creativity and individuality, but it's for the purpose of the Shuv, in order to achieve Hashem's mission for us in this world. Now, the Pamaya Shamata, the lower abode, is what will now be explained in Eistalid, where we bring together the Nefesh Bahamis and Nefesh Lekis, that the midas, the motions of his Yetzer Hara and Nefesh Bahamis are used in service of the Nefesh Lekis, of the godly soul. And this is the piece of the lower piece, the piece between the godly soul and animal soul, in the sense that the animal soul is just used to add passion to the godly soul's pursuits. Now, based on this, we can answer all the questions. Why is Midian a war that everyone is involved in? Not everyone was soldiers, but everyone's involved in the deeper battle against separation, division, and fighting. And that's why this is Nikmas Havai. It's the revenge of Hashem, because it's the exact opposite of Hashem. And that's why Moshe had to be involved as well. Moshe is a man of humility, of selflessness and peace. And he's the exact opposite of Midian. And this is also why the Pasuk says that they should fight al Midian, on Midian, that they're meant to bring this Achdus, that it should be manifest on Midian and overpower Midian. And now with this mind, we understand how the worst thing possible is sinas chinam and separation, baseless hatred and separation between each other.